Welcome back. Do you feed a high forage diet to your herd? Maybe you're looking to start. Growing the right ingredients is important. Dan Olson from Forage Innovations is presenting on this very topic at the upcoming Wapaka County Forage Council meeting. Good morning, Dan. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's set the stage a little bit. What do you mean by a high forage diet?
Yeah, and high forage diets probably mean different things to different people. For me, and generally in this part of the country, we think of maybe 60% or above of the total diet being forages as qualifying as a high forage diet.
Can we take a step back and talk about forage, because alternative forage has been such a buzzword lately. Are there a lot of forages that now make up these blends?
Yeah, alternative forages generally are classified as something in this part of the country that isn't alfalfa or corn. And there's a broad spectrum of things that would fit into that category. And certainly they're becoming more popular.
So what are the pros of this kind of a diet?
Yeah. So there's a couple things. Generally speaking, we like to think that they would lower the cost of production. That isn't always the case, depending where you are and how your forage grows, but that would be the goal. Secondly, is there's huge nutrient management issues with low forage diets, because we're potentially bringing on so many nutrients onto a farm in the form of other things that unless we have a way to export those nutrients, it can be a challenge. So when we think of larger, especially larger dairies, and more concentration of animals, the ability to grow forages and to cycle those nutrients could potentially turn manure into an asset versus a liability.
When we talk about some of the challenges you've seen producers experience maybe as they're getting into a diet like this?
Yeah, so to make a high forage diet work, the fiber quality has to be right. Like you don't have all the tools that you would have with concentrates where you can just go out and buy the things that you need to do. So if you want to truly make a high forage diet work and have animals perform, the forage quality of that has to be really good.
Talk about working with an expert like someone on your team when it comes to planting the right mixes, planting the right varieties, because even in our little window of the world, it can be really different for a producer in Manitowoc compared to someone in Marinette.
It is. Yeah, so, matching up soil types and matching up environment are a big thing, but also matching up like what your ration requirements are. So, what animal groups are you feeding? How much forage do you want to feed? Do you have BMR corn to pair with that or not? Do you feeding? And so when we look at it more on a fiber level and build up our forage systems that way, then we can get a lot closer to what kind of forages we need.
Well, and this is the guy. I mean, you have placed highly at the World Forage Super Bowl a number of times. Where does your passion for this niche of the industry come from?
Yeah. Well, I always felt like there was a place in between agronomy and nutrition on dairy farms, kind of pulling that together. And there was always this kind of disconnect where maybe somebody who really enjoyed agronomy didn't maybe understand nutrition, and the nutritionist potentially knew what they wanted but didn't know how to get there. And so that's kind of what we do, is try to pull that together for dairy farms.
Well, you can hear much more about this topic when Dan speaks at the Wapaka County Forage Council 2024 winter meeting. It is on Valentine's Day, a nice way to spend the day. It's at Cedar Springs Golf Course in Manawa. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.